boss. So today, good morning. I hope I'm talking loud enough. You got a lot of shit going on. Well, today we're gonna talk about advocacy. All right, so I'm doing my pre-trip. You can see a lot of things that y'all see. What y'all see? Trucks with multiple different kind of things going on. Dry van. You see some pneumatic tankers. Somebody dumping trash. You see reefer. You see intermodal container. See somebody carrying boats, right? That means that we're essential to this economy. All right, so what we're gonna have to do, at least what I'm gonna do, I'm calling these motherfuckers in Washington and at these goddamn system and find out why the fucking oil prices are doing what they're doing. Because you do understand that if we don't run for one day, the whole motherfucking economy shut down. So I need to find out why the fuck you got motherfuckers on here doing all kind of buffoonery. But when it comes to advocacy and standing the fuck up, they quiet. But I ain't gonna be quiet no damn more. But see, one of the advantages of owning your shit, can't nobody tell you what the fuck to do. Alright? So today, going forward, we're gonna have what's called boss talk, talking with boss. And I'm gonna get to the root cause of this shit. These fuel prices got to stop going up. Not just for me, but for the people who can't afford it. In addition to the ones who can't afford it, they're trying to drive a small van and small trucking company out of business. And a lot of other y'all shit gonna be affected. Because you can't get paid for food. Hold on. Fuck around this goddamn truck. See that shit there? That say owner operator. They don't say that there. And that's that there. Make sure this motherfucker good. I did the post trip yesterday. Alright? So what I was saying is that if you don't advocate for something, you don't stand for something, you fall for saying anything. I'm not knocking nobody that don't feel like they feel like there's a reason for them not to stand up. But when these fuel prices are approaching $7 a goddamn gallon and y'all letting the government tell you it's gonna be okay, you must be out your rabbit ass mind. I know I'm not standing for that shit. And I'm calling some people this morning to find out when we can sit at the table. Notice I said when we can sit at the table, because see, change starts when somebody say enough is enough. Enough is fucking enough. This shit got to stop. You know, they got to make some motherfucking adjustments. Because some of y'all just gonna keep letting this shit run around and run around. This ain't no TikTok video. This is reality. These motherfucking trucks cost real money to run every goddamn day. All right, real money. Tires, maintenance, fuel. I don't see nobody. You can't make a course on how to sustain doing this shit right here because it's unheard of. It's unprecedented. All right, but what you can do is you can stand the fuck up and use your advantage as a trucker, as a collective body. That's what the fuck I'm doing, starting today, right fucking now. Enough. I done had enough of this shit yet. I ain't doing this shit now. See that? That's my shit. See that? That's me, okay? Not the cigar ball, John Fitzgerald Gaston. I'm the motherfucking cigar. See, one of the things I do, I stand the fuck up. I stood the fuck up everywhere I've been. All right, you get this shit. See, I ain't no laid back, take it in the ass, boy. I'm a leader. So I don't be in that bullshit. You know, you either lead, get the fuck behind me, or get the fuck out the way. But what we ain't doing is standing around taking this shit here no more. So, y'all stay tuned, right? We gonna have talking with boss. So the rest of y'all that wants to get in on the program, by all means, fucking with me. You know how to hit me in the DM. I am done letting these legislators notice. Everybody that's been supported by these oil companies, ain't now one of the goddamn legislators said, man, you know what? This shit is outrageous. We need to do something to help these goddamn owner operators. They talk about everything else. How the fuck these oil companies gonna have they gonna have a gas card giveaway? Don't y'all be tricked by the bullshit. Who gives a fuck about a gas card when my average fuel bill is $780 goddamn dollars? That ain't even full tank. $1,200 to take to fill this motherfucker up. $1,200. Okay? And that ain't running all week. So when you got a budget two grand or better for fuel, but y'all wants to not raise the goddamn rates. So we got to have a conversation. That will be everybody that's affecting the business. C.H. Robinson, Cowder Logistics, the major 3PLs, all in addition to the oil companies, this oil speculators, Pete Buttigieg and Biden. We gonna all sit down at the goddamn table. Because at the end of the day, it's a collective motherfucking problem. Because you drive the rates up, you don't adjust the fuel surcharge rates for us to make the fucking money, then you put us in a compromising position. But if you start running out of them goddamn Pampers and milk and meat and cheese, look here, Memorial Day coming up, right? A lot of y'all gonna need food to eat. It's out here. But if we don't run the goddamn food, that's the problem. See what they did? They gave away all y'all that got that free money the last 18 months. They gave all that money. Y'all didn't realize that money didn't come with some conditions, right? That money wasn't free. That money was only condition that you get your ass back out here and go to work in the event of. But a lot of motherfuckers don't want to work. Well, guess what? They're going to price out the market. The second hustle is this. They want to bring in them goddamn electric vehicles. I understand sustainability, but they're going to price it so, okay, you want to bring them electric vehicles in? All right, here's what it's going to be. $6 a gallon for a car. So you know what the trucking fuel gonna be, right? Astronomical. So at some point, this shit gonna break. You got motherfuckers going crazy in McDonald's, losing their damn mind, 5 months pregnant, doing all. You think you're doing some stupid shit now, but they keep raising the gas prices and they keep raising them goddamn milk prices, and your ass can't buy food, Similac, and the chicken leg, not even chicken breast and wings and tilapia. When they keep riding the basic food prices, you gonna sit there and go, oh my goodness, now we need to do something now. Do something now, because we transport all that shit, every damn bit of it. The difference between 04 and 2012 and now, they not giving us enough of the money to compensate for the difference. They're trying to keep the rates down, because too many of you motherfuckers been on here bragging about how much money you make in trucking. And I knew that. I had that conversation with one of my other partners. That's what happened. When ignorant niggas get to talking about how much money they making in trucking, white folks sit back and say, okay, well, we're gonna see how much money you're gonna talk about when you ain't making the kind of money. Then you try to flip the goddamn video and say, nah, well, you know, this and now, you should have shut the fuck up in the beginning. You don't hear Snyder, you don't hear JB Hunt, you don't hear ABX, you don't hear UPS, none of them. Their CEOs ain't talking about none of that shit, because they got other shit to do. That's that nigga shit y'all been doing. Now, you that shit. So now you get rid of the nigga shit, and it's time to stand the fuck up and do something, right? This motherfucker here should blow up, because I'm going to make the phone call this morning. As soon as 8 o'clock hit, I'm calling DC, and I'm finally get to the bottom of this shit. See, it don't take but one, and I'm that one. I don't do all this sitting around and all that giggling and grinning. Motherfucker, please. I didn't giggle and grin and get the fuck out the fast. I didn't giggle and grin when they came and got me. I ain't giggling and grinning when I started these businesses. It ain't no giggling and grinning. My office on the 25th floor, I can't get there by giggling and grinning, bucking and shining. I got to know my shit and do what I need to do. You don't run one of these trucks or run a trucking company, all that fucking giggling and grinning and bucking and shining. That shit don't work. That gets you in the door, it don't sustain you. What sustains you is your intellect and your ability to adapt, overcome, and manage to the proposition. This is a manage to the proposition point. You either gonna stand up for something or your punk ass gonna fall for anything. Well, I don't fall for anything. So, it's time to get the shit started. I'm gonna start my goddamn day. I'm gonna make this delivery, and in the process of doing so, I'm gonna make these phone calls. Now, y'all who fuck with me, go on and send this shit out. We can holler. And I'm gonna keep doing this shit till we get some changes made. Cause you can't keep running the fuel price up. And this is not, I don't give a fuck about the mega carriers, that bullshit they saying. What I care about is the independent operators who have 50 or under trucks where the fuel prices are affected, and it affects the day-to-day operation. 90% of the business in America in trucking and owner-operator trucking has 10 or less trucks. Myself included. That's a direct reflection on the problem that we have. I don't hear none of these legislators saying, hey man, let's come together in the Congress or the Senate. Hey, let's come together and relieve these goddamn put some price control structures in place. You know why? Because they're supported by the oil company. All you gotta do is follow the money. If you follow who the Seven Sisters, look up what the Seven Sisters are. Look, if you follow who the Seven Sisters put their money behind in these goddamn candidates, is who they put in office, right? Them the same motherfuckers is quiet right now. They not gonna say anything. So if you really want to start a campaign that means something, get behind me. I'm gonna sit down with them. See, you understand? I've been a boss. I ain't just not started this shit. I had to start over. But I've been a shot caller. I understand how to move the needle, both in front of the camera and behind the scene. See, I ain't one of them okey-doke niggas that you can just tell anything. I'm an educated black man that happen to be in trucking. And I'm gonna make certain that we get identified as a necessity in the cycle we call business. Because see, ain't nobody even talking about the black trucker that's in business, which by all means you don't need to be. But what you need to do is know that you are affected disproportionately with all these fuel prices. Because it's hard as hell for you to get in the business in the first place. Insurance is high as hell, trucks are high as hell, now the fuel prices are high as hell. The rates are, now the rate, I'm not talking about that they discriminate in the rates. No, they don't discriminate, nobody discriminates in the rates. Your ass perform the service as you are called as a service provider and such. But now it's time for you to get your ass up and say, you know what, man, I'm standing up with Cigar Boss, because you're right. If this is enough, of this shit is enough. All right? And for the women that's in the business, and it's women-owned truckers, they catching hell. Y'all catching hell too. So it's enough of this shit right here. All right? I am tired, as the old people say, and I ain't taking this shit. So we're going to see where we go from this, because like I say, sometimes it only started with one. Malcolm, Martin, me. All right. We're going to holler at y'all. And I'm going to keep you updated, because I'm going to tap in. I'm going to tap in with Buttigieg and see who the fuck and where we need to go with this shit here, and the rest of the motherfuckers in the Transportation Administration Commission or wherever, because this is not done by happenstance. This shit is done by design. You see what's going on, and they now legislators sitting here going, God damn, it's too much money. It's costing these boys too much money to run these trucks and these women. It is. It's to the point where they squeezing some guys and people out who don't have an option. This is the only way they make a living, because this is what they do. That's who I'm advocating for, in addition to myself. But I'm advocating for the person who may not have the capabilities or the ability to stand up, or they just want to do their damn motherfucker. Some people just want to do their motherfucking job, man. Get up, drive their truck, support their family. That's what I always stood up for. That's why I whooped that bully ass back in the day. Whooping bullies can be a physical or metaphoric thing. A bully is a bully. You stand up for the people who just want to do. They just want to do what they need to do to get by, to get through, to be successful without all the healing and harm. But sometimes, some people, you got to stand up and fuck all that and do what it is. That's what it is today. All right, I'm tapping the fuck out. I got some driving to do, but I'm gonna get on the horn. I got some hell raising to do, and I'm gonna got some strategic meetings to create, because that's where this shit started. One meeting leading to another. All right, we're gonna tap out on this. Should be more than 15 minutes. It's time to shift and go. All right. I'm gonna holler at y'all. This Cigar Boss. Y'all know what it is. You can tap in or tap on. I'm gonna post this motherfucking repost it, whatever you do, because I'm gonna make these phone calls. We're gonna get some shit shaking today. Enough of this shit. You ain't gonna be taking advantage of goddamn owner operators and independent businessmen and women out here thinking that this shit is good. And you think your motherfucking, and all you legislators, if you motherfuckers think y'all gonna get reelected behind some bullshit like this shit, this ain't on 4 in 2012. Y'all creating an artificial motherfucking recession in the trucking business. Because what happened was, the rates ran up after COVID in 20, and they had a good year in 2021, and too many of y'all got to brag about how much money you was making. You didn't actually think these motherfuckers wasn't sitting around watching. And along with the people who got the free money, the PPE money, that's what they're doing. They're getting it all back. Well, for the people that can't afford to get hit like that, I can't take that. I can't see you take advantage of people that can't do nothing about themselves. We're going to do something about this shit here. One by one. All right? Cigar Boss out. Peace. We have enough of this bullshit. We finna make some shit happen.